Welcome to the show, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about Bitbacker in particular. Some people have been asking me what's going on there because they've heard that there are some exciting things in the pipeline. So I wanted to invite onto the show the CEO of Flote, Kingsley Edwards. Welcome to the show, Kingsley.
Thanks for having me on.
Bitbacker was recently acquired by Flote.app, which is a really exciting platform. So Kingsley, let's start at the top. Let's talk a little bit about Flote.
We actually just finished Boost VC, which is kind of the premier blockchain startup accelerator that's run by Adam Draper and the rest of his team. I saw that Bitbacker launch, so that was really exciting just to see the traction that Bitbacker got from the community, from the crypto community, from kind of, free speech advocates. And it just has, an alternative to what was going on today with deplatforming and demonetizing.
Before we go into that, I'll play this quick snippet. So this is an interview of me and the founder of Bitbacker, JJ Hales, sort of talking about the platform and how it came about.
Hi, I'm Jonathan, a programmer and former mathematician. Bitbacker is a cryptocurrency-backed alternative to Patreon, and it was started a few months ago in a conversation we had.
So we had a talk about how I was having an issue. Most of my supporters are into crypto. They wanted to pay in crypto, and there was no platform for them to give recurring payments in crypto, so JJ created one.
So I gambled if Naomi was having this pain point, there would be a whole lot more who were as well.
And definitely was correct. In a couple of months, we had over 2,000 people sign up, which was just really quick. And some of those people were into crypto, but we had new people who'd never used crypto at all, who saw this as an alternative revenue stream.
So my favorite example of this is Real Sexy Cyborg, a really popular YouTuber out of Shenzhen. She has over 1 million subscribers and was kicked off of Patreon and no longer able to earn a living. She joined Bitbacker and tweeted out she was now able to afford groceries again.
So that was pretty amazing. And she'd never used cryptocurrency before at all. Bitbacker was her foray. So that's pretty cool.
You're a staunch free speech advocate yourself, and been in the crypto circles for a long time. So it's really exciting to have your team now taking over the Bitbacker platform. It just seems to be a perfect fit.
I started actually in the crypto space in 2013. That was when I founded my first startup. It was an esports crypto startup where players can play against each other in popular video games for Bitcoin. And that company ended up getting acquired. Last year, I had another crypto company we did consulting for other crypto startups, and Flote is the newest project. So, like Bitbacker, we kind of understood the need for alternative platforms. There seems to be, Facebook is lost over 15 million users in the past year or two. Twitter lost 5 million. And it's because that users are just losing trust in these platforms and seeking alternatives. We have a great graphic designer. We have a strong CTO, and we thought that we wanted to create something, an answer for what's happening in social media today. YouTube was started to support independent content creators like yourself, and now it seems like it's kind of going back in like a cyclical fashion back to kind of the mainstream. Or promoting a mainstream narrative.
Isn't that hilarious? Like now talking about the mainstream narrative of YouTube, like it's just so antithetical to why YouTube was created.
It really doesn't make any sense. I mean, I know for me personally, I subscribe to a bunch of independent journalists on YouTube, and I follow a lot of them that are on both sides of the political aisle. A lot of them are just, you would just say independents or maybe, a little bit libertarian leaning. And, they don't talk about anything really controversial. This isn't even like an Alex Jones type level of speech that we're talking about.
Everyone's a lizard.
Yeah. And I noticed that now, like with YouTube, first of all, when you search for any current events, it always promotes, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, and all this all up in your feed. Even though I don't subscribe to any of those channels. One of the things at Flote that, we're really focused on is not, we're not creating algorithms to hide or really showcase ideas or concepts. It's really brought back to the content curation is really brought back to the individual and community levels. If you do want to block certain words, certain people, all this, you'll be able to do that. And actually our block and mute list will be shareable as well. But for the most part, it's going to be very, very censorship resistant. So you will see what you want to see. And we don't really dictate what you can or cannot say. We just we have to follow the law because we are a US based company. But besides that, we're not going to try to spin anything on you or promote any type of a, it seems like type of agenda.
There seems to be a twofold purpose of Flote, which I'm really liking. On the one hand, you've got the social media side, you've got the sharing of ideas, and on the other side, you've got the Patreon side of things, where you can support content creators, you can use cryptocurrency. But it seems that Flote is really going to kind of pick up the slack where Patreon has failed. There were a huge number of people that were deplatformed, who were taken off Patreon, who were taken off Subscribestar. Payment providers like PayPal and Stripe just refuse to give certain people services.
Even banks now are starting to shut accounts.
It's crazy. So I think that crypto is just the next frontier and is directly linked to content creation, because it enables people to have a sustainable livelihood through creating content and news and information, sharing information with others. So I think it's great to see what you guys are doing.
All forms of content will be monetizable if needed. Everything could be free, just like any other social media site. But for content creators that do want to sell audio, video on demand, live streaming, we'll have the super chat functionality. All of those, you will either be able to access them through a subscription model, or if content creators want to just add per post where you can pay for that, you can do that as well.
So we have a lot of questions from the community about what's going to happen now that Flote has acquired Bitbacker. So let's go through them. Bitbacker has been, blockchain agnostic. One of the great things is it's been very open to a lot of different coins. Currently, there's Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Smart Cash. Are we going to see that, same thing occurring on Flote?
Yeah, so at launch, we're just supporting BTC, but we have plans to add the other cryptocurrencies, especially the ones that Bitbacker already supports on Flote as soon as possible. We want to be agnostic as well, and also we'll have preferred payment and receive methods too, eventually. So maybe you prefer receiving ETH, and I have Bitcoin. I'll send the Bitcoin, it will go through a third-party exchange, and you'll receive the ETH. So we're coming up with some pretty interesting ways to make crypto very user-friendly. We're also looking to onboard stable coins for the people that don't want to partake in kind of the volatility of crypto. Although it seems like we're in a bit of a bull run right now, so it's
maybe they do want to. They like the volatility when it works in their favor.
Exactly.
What's going to happen with the integration of Bitbacker? So now that you've acquired Bitbacker, that's sort of a standalone platform that you will be running at the same time as Flote, and then how does that get combined?
Yeah, so they will be separate. We're working with Bitbacker's CTO and developer right now to help figure out the best way to migrate the users over as easily as possible, and also the subscriptions as well.
People who are on Bitbacker, all their content will just be migrated over to Flote. So they won't have to re-upload anything. All of that stuff will be saved and brought over.
Correct. Yeah, that's the idea.
The next question that I have is for new users. How easy is it going to be on Flote for someone who's a non-crypto person to get involved?
We discussed doing fiat. The issue with fiat, we feel, is that I think we're going to run into a lot of the same problems that keeps escalating for all these content creators as well. Right. So what we're really focused on is making crypto available on our platform, where you can buy it with debit or credit cards easily. So essentially it'll be similar to putting another credit card on PayPal or any of these other kind of fiat options. But then you'll be receiving either cryptocurrency or a stable coin as the end result, instead of just digital dollars. We feel that we can add a lot of value to making crypto easy to use for veterans and newcomers alike.
One of the major issues and why people are turning to crypto is that payment processors just have so much power. They have the ability to say, no, you can't send a transaction to that content creator. No, you can't donate to that nonprofit. They really have the ability to freeze transactions. And so crypto is really exciting to a lot of people who don't want anyone to have that control over their monetary choices. So I really like that you guys are focusing on how to onboard people into crypto as easily as possible, to get them excited about this new world that is censorship resistant, because that's an exciting shift. It's an exciting paradigm shift for people.
Yeah, it works. It's right in line with the message of Bitbacker and Flote. And we believe that cryptocurrency is the future as far as money, especially spent digitally, is concerned. So we want to support that and create technology that is really cutting edge to make it as easy as doing PayPal or any other type of transaction, even easier.
What is the best way for people to reach out to you for more information if they have questions about the site, if they have any issues?
They can reach out to me directly at king@flote.app. So that's king, K-I-N-G, at flote.app. And then, either I can answer it or I can forward it to one of our other team members that can answer the question.
Fantastic. So I'm really excited. I feel that Bitbacker is in great hands. And what's more is that the crypto community is in great hands because they need something like this. And it's great to see such a competent team, with yourself leading this amazing team you've got together. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen there. And I think the community is really going to benefit.
Yeah, we're really building for the next, crypto rush. And we think that, we're hoping that our platform will be a place where people can use crypto and also make crypto in the future. So that's the main goal.
For sure. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me. I really appreciate your time.
Yeah, likewise.